So you're thinking about making a move to Phoenix, Arizona, and you want to know what is living in one of Phoenix's best kept secrets. This is out here in Gold Canyon. So today in this video, I will be walking you through, what is Gold Canyon, where is it, and what are some things to do there. Also, at the end of this video, I'll take you through 2 different neighborhoods and just kind of give you a feel for what do neighborhoods actually look like and what does it actually look like living here in Gold Canyon. As I mentioned at the start of the video, Gold Canyon is without a doubt one of Phoenix's best kept secrets, and I'm so excited to shoot this video for you to show what it looks like. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, if you're thinking of moving to Phoenix, you absolutely have to take a look at Gold Canyon. Honestly, for one of the main reasons of just the views. Like pretty much everywhere out here in Gold Canyon, you get mountain views literally everywhere. They also do a really good job all throughout this little town of having like desert landscape everywhere. Now this is just one of the, a neighborhood that has it, but pretty much everywhere where you're driving throughout Gold Canyon, you are going to feel like you are out in the desert. Gold Canyon itself is just a little tiny town. It's only about 12,000 people total population. Now there in the winter time, it probably almost doubles, if not triples, just with how many, winter visitors come into town and make this their second home. And again, it's no reason why, with just how beautiful of it is, in the surrounding areas. If you are thinking about moving to Gold Canyon, one thing you do have to know is 2 things. One, it is a little bit smaller town, right? So you're not going to have like the huge premier shopping that you're going to get in like Gilbert or Queen Creek or, Mesa Chandler, right? But the nice thing is that, it's just a nice little tiny community. So you have your necessary, you'll have your grocery stores, your car wash, church, everything that you need here is in Gold Canyon. Like you don't have to leave to go to your groceries, in like some other areas of town. If you live out here in Gold Canyon, everything's only about a 5 to 10 minute drive. One nice thing too is that everything is really locally owned here, so you get your mom and pop restaurants and stuff like that. So you really get that community aspect living out here in the Gold Canyon area. Now Gold Canyon, where is it? So it's about, we'll call it 20 minutes just straight east of Mesa. So if you haven't checked it out already, go check out our Gold Canyon map video. I'll walk through everything there is to know, different neighborhoods, where is it on a map, how far is it from like the airport, stuff like that. So if you haven't checked that out on our channel yet, go check out, where to live in Gold Canyon. But it is, if you are thinking about moving out here, it is a little bit further away from your, downtown. So if you are going to downtown Phoenix, or if you travel to Sky Harbor a lot, there we go, I probably would not recommend living out here in the Gold Canyon area. Again, it's just a little bit too long of a commute for most people. It's probably, we'll call it 15 miles, but again, we'll touch more on that in the map video. So it is a little bit further out. But again, why do most people live out here? Is because of the views. It is so quiet. All you see every single time I'm out here in Gold Canyon, you always see people walking around. So it's a very active city. See people walking around, walking their dogs, waving to neighbors, you'll see like golf carts driving throughout a lot of these neighborhoods. So it's a very friendly, I'm telling you, it just has that really small community feel. And most towns in Phoenix, honestly, you don't really get that. So it's really cool with Gold Canyon that you have that aspect of the small community. It's a very active city, and everybody says hi to their neighbors. So definitely one of the best things about living out here in Gold Canyon. Now, with this being a little bit smaller town, what are some things to do? So there, every single year at the beginning of February, they have what's called the Renaissance Festival, and it is 3 weekends in a row. So it's 3 weeks in a row, sorry. And there is a ton of people that drive out from all over the Phoenix Valley just to go out to this Renaissance Festival. So if you are thinking about moving out here and you love, like the medieval stuff, there's a huge festival every single year. That is one thing to note, is that, and we talk more about it in our map video, but there is a ton of traffic that comes in and out of the Gold Canyon area during that time. So it can get a little hectic during those couple weeks, but the Renaissance Festival is definitely one of the biggest festivals of the year out here in Gold Canyon. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You get fried turkey legs and jousting and all that stuff. So definitely go check it out. That's one of the best things to do here in the Gold Canyon area. But honestly, one of the #1 reasons that people move here, and one of the favorite things to do, is just go hiking. I mean, again, like you have the Superstitions literally right behind you. There is all kinds of other hiking that you can do here. There is, if you go to the Superstitions, you got to hit the Flatiron Trail. There's all kinds of, Lost Dutchman State Park is a little bit further out, but that's all part of the Superstition area. So definitely go check out some of those hiking. That is by far the #1 reason why most people that I talk to that want to move out here, that they're thinking about moving to Gold Canyon, is just to get the mountain views. It's so quiet out here, and the outdoor activity scene is absolutely outstanding. To further on that, if you do love to hike, there's a ton of, mountain biking and also like ATV, trails. So if you love to take like your dune buggy out and, ride, there we go, out in the desert, cannot recommend it enough. You can pretty much take it anywhere you want out here in the desert. So the mountain biking is really good. The off-roading ATV, it's an outdoors enthusiast place to live out here in Gold Canyon. Another one of the main reasons to move out here is the golf. There's some amazing golf courses, and again, it's no surprise why with the mountain views that you get right there. So one of the main two public courses is going to be Mountain Brook. That's kind of more like the foothills, but then you have the Gold Canyon Golf Resort, and there you have 36 holes. You got 2 courses. You have Dinosaur Mountain, which I have not played yet, unfortunately. I've heard it's absolutely incredible, the views that you get. I have played the other one. It's called Sidewinder. It's really, really good. And if you guys have watched my other videos, you guys know I love to golf. So the views and the play out at the Gold Canyon Golf Resort, there we go, is really, really good. Definitely one of the main attractions why people move here. But what is also really nice is that they do have a private country club here, the Superstition Mountain. Now this is a private golf club. It is 36 holes and it is quite expensive. So if you're thinking about joining, you're gonna need to bring your checkbook. The initiation fees are about $100,000 if you live in the community. If you don't live in the community, it's $125,000. So it is, definitely, it's a little bit more expensive than most country clubs, but it is phenomenal. I've not been on there yet, but I've only heard raving reviews. It's an absolutely amazing golf course. So a ton of people that live out here in Gold Canyon. It is a huge golf community just with those 3 courses as well. The nice thing with Gold Canyon as well that we should touch on is there's a lot of diverse living styles. So you can get into a house right now in the mid 300s. You can get into, they have an RV park, that you can get in Cantamia. They have all kinds of active adult community, activities, and you can get into their mid 100s to low 200s. There we go. And they have a little golf course there, so they got everything there. But what's also really cool in the Gold Canyon area is you can get a multi-million-dollar house with no neighbors, a couple acres of land and the beautiful mountain views. So a lot of diverse living styles here in the Gold Canyon area. Now that about wraps it up for, what are some of the main things to do and what is it actually like living here in the Gold Canyon area. So next I'll pop over to our first of 2 neighborhoods. It's going to be your mid-range level homes in anywhere from the $500,000 to $700,000 range. And then finally we will pop into, what is top end of a neighborhood look like here in Gold Canyon. And guys, if you like this video so far, make sure you click the like button and comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. What have you heard about moving to Gold Canyon, as well as where you live in right now? I'm very curious to find out. And if you're thinking about moving, guys, my name is Eric, and we absolutely love helping people that are thinking about moving here to the Phoenix, Arizona area. I moved here from Nebraska a couple years ago. It has completely changed my life. I absolutely love golfing and playing pickleball all year round. So if that is you, guys, make sure you pause the video, reach out to us down below if you're thinking about making a move. Our contact information is in the description below. So let's pop over to our first neighborhood and see what that looks like. Now, on our first stop, we are going in the northeast part of Gold Canyon, and this area is called Gold Canyon East. Now, the really nice thing about, this particular neighborhood itself is that, it's very, very, very quiet out here. You're a little bit further from the main road in, which is the Highway 60. So it is very, very, very quiet out here. And again, the nice thing is that you have, the mountain views right behind me. I would flip the camera around and show you what I'm looking at right now. Well, maybe you can see it. The sun's probably going to blind you. But the cool thing is that this is the backside of one of Gold Canyon's best courses, and that's the Dinosaur Mountain course that we talked about earlier. So you're really, really close to golf courses here. And again, the Gold Canyon East area is just so quiet compared to, more on like the southern half of Gold Canyon. Now, if you're thinking about moving, to Gold Canyon, Eric, what can I expect to pay? So, a lot of the Gold Canyon homes, the single family, are going to be a lot more expensive. For example, this neighborhood that I'm walking around right now in the Gold Canyon East area, the average home sale is anywhere from $500,000 to $700,000. So it definitely is a little bit higher, but again, what are you paying for and why is it so expensive? You're paying for a little bit smaller of a town and you're paying for the views. I mean, you don't get views like this in the Phoenix Valley. Here's a great look, if you can see it, all the way through Flatiron back there. So you are paying for, the views of the mountains everywhere, and it's very, very, very quiet here. I cannot stress that enough. It's a very, very small town feel, and you get that in every single neighborhood. Some things to consider if you are moving out to Gold Canyon is not a lot of the neighborhoods have like big parks, right? If you go watch like our or Chandler, a lot of the neighborhoods, they have these huge, playgrounds and parks. Gold Canyon, you are not going to find that at all. So typically that's why you don't see quite as many families that live here as you do in like Gilbert or Chandler. Typically, just as I've been walking around filming here, the demographics are definitely a little bit older. Again, most of the people that live down here, they're either retired. Again, this is just in general, and this is the observations that I've seen today, right? Is that, they're either little bit more retired, or this is their second home. So, but again, you know, as you can see, the lots in the Gold Canyon East area, they are a little bit smaller, at least here in the front yard, but the backyards, that's where all the magic is, and they're a little bit bigger. Typically they have pools, and you're always looking out over the mountains. So a really good stop here for our first, you know, neighborhood tour about, you know, what can you expect if you're moving here. You know, taxes, they're about, you know, $3,000 a year for some of these properties on average, and they sit at around, you know, anywhere from 1,700 to, we'll call it about 2,300 square feet. And again, so that's anywhere from in that $500,000 to $700,000 price range. So let's take you to our final stop of this vlog tour of what does Gold Canyon look like and what is it actually like living here. These homes are going to be in the $700,000 to $900,000 range, so stay tuned. All right, so we are at our third and final stop. We are out here in like the North Gold Canyon area, and I just had to show you guys this area just because, like, I'm walking around a neighborhood right now. Like, it does not feel, sure, if you're watching at home, like, this does not feel like a neighborhood, right? Because you have so much desert landscape. I mean, just look at this house. This house is actually coming soon for sale. But it's just amazing in Gold Canyon about how you just feel out in the middle of nature, you know? And that's really one of the best things about if you are able to go into, you know, a little bit higher, a bit level of price of homes, you just get an amazing view. Look at this house. Like, the background is literally just all mountains. This house for sale right now is coming at about $840,000. But again, like, it's just wild that I'm literally walking in a neighborhood and there's literally nothing. I'm by far the loudest person. There's some birds chirping, but it's just such a really amazing area to live. I cannot wait to come retire out here. I think it is absolutely stunning. You know, with just some of my favorite things, you know, you feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. But, you know, B, you really do get that small town feel. And I just love the aspect of, especially in this neighborhood in the Northern Gold Canyon, like, this is your neighbor, you know, just like you might get a coyote walking through here every once in a while. So honestly, Gold Canyon, guys, is an absolutely amazing spot to live. Right now, you know, there's some other B-rolls of what some other houses look like in this neighborhood. But if you have the means, guys, you absolutely must consider Gold Canyon if you are thinking about making a move. Just again, like, if you love mountain views, if you love being in neighborhoods that are dead quiet and it's super quiet, I cannot recommend Gold Canyon enough. You know, there's only 12,000 people here, but you get the hiking, you get the views, you get the desert landscape, you get the neighbor-friendly wave, as you just saw there. Gold Canyon is an amazing spot to live, guys. I cannot wait to move out here myself, and I hope this video was helpful in showing you, you know, what does Gold Canyon look like and what are some things to do here. So guys, wraps it up for this video of a vlog walking tour of Gold Canyon. Again, if you are thinking about making a move, we absolutely love hearing from people just like you that are thinking about making a move out here to Phoenix. It changed my life from the cold and dark gray Midwest winters, and now I'm living my best life here in Phoenix. So I want to help you change yours. So pause the video, guys. Our contact information is down below, and check out all the other videos on our channel about moving to Phoenix, as well as some of the surrounding suburbs and things like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned and check out our other videos.